أهلا بكم مشاهدي ايتك عبر قناة الحرة. نحن معكم الأسبوع الثاني على التوالي من هنا من لاس فيغاس، متابعة للتغطية الخاصة والحصرية بايتك لمعرض NAB 2010 الجمعية الوطنية للإعلاميين. هذا المعرض المتخصص بالتقنيات الإعلامية المرئية والمسموعة. مجموعة جديدة من اللقاءات والتقارير بانتظاركم. قبل ذلك كالعادة نتواصل دائما عبر بريدنا الإلكتروني itek@alhurra.com. يمكن مشاهدة هذه الحلقة وحلقات أخرى من ايتك في أي وقت على الإنترنت youtube.com/الحرة. تابعوا آخر أخبار التقنيات والبرنامج من خلال فيسبوك وتويتر على ايتك شو. قبل الدخول إلى قاعات المعرض، ماذا سنشاهد معا اليوم في ايتك من NAB 2010؟ أتمتة سير العمل التلفزيوني وزيادة الإنتاج. أحدث برامج إدارة المواد الإعلامية. لقاء حصري وخاص مع مخترع ستيديكام جاريت براون. تقنية جديدة تكشف شخصية الفرد من خلال الوجه. شراء وبيع الموسيقى على شبكة الإنترنت. غراس فالي أكبر ثاني مزود عالميا للخدمات في مجال وسائل الإعلام. غراس فالي قدمت هنا في NAB 2010 بلاس فيغاس نظام جديد يحمل اسم Ignite Connect، الذي يعمل مع محولات غراس فالي الموجودة كاليبسو وكيان، وذلك لأتمتة سير العمل أكثر وزيادة الإنتاج دون زيادة اليد العاملة. لنتعرف ما هو Ignite Connect من غراس فالي.
Here today we have the Grass Valley Ignite Connect solution, which is a production automation control system that ties into the Calypso and Cayenne product family of video switchers. The automation system basically allows for one control surface to bring in all of the video, audio, CG, and production devices that you'd need to put on a live broadcast. We have all the production events here, and that gets programmed within the newsroom computer system. So iNews, ENPS, or we have a GUI where you could also build a show that way. And essentially, these are all the elements. So a fade to black, a camera shot, an open, and all of that. The commands get sent to all the appropriate places. So either to the video switcher, the CG device, and what we have is the ability, here you'll see I execute an event, it fades to black. And you'll see on the event, what I have next is my open. And I can see the open in preview. And I transition that open. It kicks the CG, plays the video, and gets ready for the next event. And all of this is communicating to the switcher, sending commands to the switcher, sending commands to the CG, and so on. We advance to the next thing, plays the open, goes through, and queues up what's next. And you'll see as I'm moving along, it just executes the next event and waits, executes the next event, waits. We can skip around at any time. If I didn't want this, I could transition to another event, and I could queue that up, and I could take that, and we can just transition through. So it's not time-based automation, it's event-based automation. As we're transitioning through all of our production events, we have we're getting video status here, which shows a thumbnail, which shows the name of the package, the length, the duration, the status, which is green, means it's ready. We also have the CG list, and here you'll see all of the CGs that we need for each one of our elements is here. I also have the ability to break away at any time and hot punch. Cameras live on the air, camera 2. You can see I'm punching through live. I also have the ability to insert a whole new breaking news piece, and you'll see I can queue up a weather open. It swings a camera into preview, and you see that's now on the air. They can go to the Grass Valley website, www.grassvalley.com.
إدارة المواد الإعلامية داخل المؤسسات، تخزينها، استعمالها وإنتاجها، كل هذه العملية تحتاج إلى برامج خاصة لتسهيل هذا العمل. Bitcentral في NAB 2010 بلاس فيغاس قدمت النسخ الجديدة من برامجها التي تؤمن هذه الخدمات Oasis 3 و Precis 4.
We have our Precis product. Precis is a news production system, and the word Precis means a simplified version of. And so what we did is we took the news production process, we simplified it. Here we have stories that are coming in today, and we can click on any story, and we can see the preview of the story. We can scrub through the story and look at it. We have the script of the story, and this story could be anywhere in a network. And then when they want the story, they click request, and the story comes to them. So for a producer, they're looking at content, and they don't have to care where the content is. So you can enter a search terms here, find the video, and then you can request that video, in this case fire video, which we have, and I can say I need some great footage of fire. I can actually go in and say send that story to me, and then I'll have it on my laptop, and I can cut it into my package that I'm editing in the field. In putting video in, we have a remote contribution portal here. So we just click on a file that we have on our local machine. So I could be a journalist in the field, I have my laptop, I can browse through and find the story on my local drive that I just edited, and then I can send it up into Oasis, into the station. In this case, I type a story slug in here, put a script in, we have a synopsis of the video, for example, and we can assign categories to it. Click upload and it goes up. One of the advantages of this is we use WAN acceleration. This is a rundown in Precis where we can see, for example, all the stories in a given rundown. And what Precis is it's a news production system, and it's an open news production system, meaning that nothing in it is proprietary. It supports multiple file formats. So common broadcast formats like XDCAM, P2, we can play them out natively without any transcoding. We also support multiple editors. If you want to use Final Cut Pro, Vegas, Edius, Premiere Pro, we support all those editors. So it's a very, very efficient system for news production, and it doesn't throw any barriers in your way. And this is typical in a control room. It's our only installed application. Everything else you see is a browser, so you can use it from anywhere. But our little installed app here, it enables in the control room for you to play video and play to air using a controller here, or using the interface, or using your production switcher. And what it does is it allows these stories here counting down so you can switch between A and B and C. And also we have a clip store built into it, so for a plasma fill on set, you want to put a clip in there, run it at endless loop, you just drop it in here and it'll start playing and run an endless loop. And they're playing on this monitor in the background. Well, we have one notable client that is recent, which is Middle East Broadcasting, Alhurra. We're at bitcentral.com, and that's BIT and the word central.com.
للتصوير بكاميرا محمولة والحصول على صورة ثابتة تماما، هناك الحاجة إلى ستاديكام. منذ 35 عاما، أي سنة 1975، جاريت براون ابتكر ستاديكام وقدم حل ثورة في مجال التصوير. حتى اليوم جاريت براون يقدم تصاميم جديدة للستاديكام التي أصبحت ماركة مسجلة لشركة تيفن. نشاهد معا الآن لقاء حصري بآي تك مع مبتكر ومصمم ستاديكام جاريت براون.
35 years ago, I wanted the Steadicam to do this. I wanted it to go all the way down. Can you see that, boys? Yes. And all the way up. And of course, the Steadicam is a lovely machine, but its lens heights are limited to this range of the arm. And now we're finally able to add to the arm range this fantastic amount of boom, you know, and sweep laterally, right? You know, so you have the ability to, you know, go over the shoulder of the tallest actor or on the floor. This is an accessory for Steadicams. And here's an ordinary Steadicam. This bolts on and it does this trick, which is, we're just learning now what can be done. And so here is a SI-2K. This is what they shot Slumdog with. My friend Anthony Dodd Mantle ran through the slums with this very light thing. And the heavy bits are off at this end, which of course is what we want, you know. So here's the counterweight. Here's the center of balance right here, right? And here, 3 times that distance, is this weight, light weight that can be moved around. Yeah? If this was a traditional camera, you couldn't do this, you know? When you see it static like this, it sort of doesn't really give you the story, but look at this, you know? And there, this actually is the monitor part just happens to be part of this very elaborate computer that runs this camera. So all day today we had the Canon DSLRs on this, and as things got later and we got bored, we said, all right, let's put the SI2K on. So I went after disconnecting the camera from the cameraman. And that was a 2-year project 35 years ago. Yeah. And it resulted in what we know and love as Steadicam, which is basically a gimbal and separate the weights and an arm. And it's still that, except now we have another little trick. So www.garrettcam.com or garrettbrown.com, either one.
نتابع معا مشاهدينا الأسبوع الثاني من التغطية الخاصة والحصرية بآيتاك لمعرض NAB 2010 بلاس فيغاس، وسنشاهد معا بعد الفاصل تقنية جديدة تكشف شخصية الفرد من خلال الوجه، شراء وبيع الموسيقى على شبكة الإنترنت، تتابعون آيتاك عبر الحرة والحرة.com ويوتيوب.com/الحرة، وآخر أخبار التقنيات والبرنامج من خلال فيسبوك وتويتر على آيتاك شو. تتابعون آيتاك عبر الحرة والحرة.com ويوتيوب.com/الحرة، وآخر أخبار التقنيات والبرنامج من خلال فيسبوك وتويتر على آيتاك شو. نعود إليكم مشاهدي آيتاك عبر قناة الحرة لمتابعة الأسبوع الثاني من التغطية الخاصة والحصرية بآيتاك لمعرض NAB 2010 بلاس فيغاس. سنشاهد معا الآن تقنية جديدة تكشف شخصية الفرد من خلال الوجه، شراء وبيع الموسيقى على شبكة الإنترنت، فرانهوفر هو مركز أبحاث ألماني كبير في المجال العلمي والتقني، عرض العديد من أبحاثه هنا في NAB 2010 بلاس فيغاس، منها Active AD في مجال اللافتات الرقمية التي تعتمد على كشف تعابير الوجه مباشرة ومعرفة نوعها، وجه حزين، وجه سعيد، غاضب وغيره، ومعرفة عمر الشخص وجنسه. لنتعرف على تقنية Active AD من فرانهوفر.
We are showing a system that is able to detect faces using just a simple webcam and a simple PC. And after detecting the faces, we are looking for special features like the mood, the facial expressions of the people, like the age and the gender. So if I look into the camera, my face is detected, and you see 4 kinds of moods. And if I'm going to laugh, you see that the happy bar, the red bar at happy, is filling the bar, and I'm also detected as a man. So here you see that the gender is male, and the age group where I'm classified in is adult. It's 4 moods. It's angriness, happiness, sadness, and surprise. So if I'm looking happy, if I'm smiling, the happy bar goes red. If I'm going to look surprised, the surprise bar is going red. If I'm going angry, which is not so easy.
You can't be angry.
It's not so easy. I'm trying to
I can't be angry, look.
Okay.
A little bit angry.
Yeah. And I'm trying to look sad. Well, generally speaking, you can use it for all kind of man-machine interface, where the machine learns better to understand the human being. In this special case, we show an application where advertisements can when you show digital signage and advertisements, you can, in a first step, analyze how the audience that looked at the screen was like. So we can look here at statistics, how many adults, how many young adults, and so on. Or we can also have a look on whether male or female people, how was the percentage of male or female. And in a second step, we are able to even show advertisements according to the audience. So if we have ads that are more related to young people, for example, we can show them when young people are in front of the screen. If they're older people or women or men, depending on the content of the advertisement, we can play the corresponding advertisements corresponding to the audience. The website is www.iis.fhg.de.
تيونسوسايتي موقع جديد على شبكة الإنترنت يحمل فكرة جديدة. من خلال tunesociety.com يمكن بيع وشراء الموسيقى عالمياً. أي مؤلف يمكن عرض أعماله في تيونسوسايتي للبيع، وأي شخص يمكن شراء هذه الأعمال بحرية استعمالها أينما كان ومن خلال كل الوسائل الإعلامية المتاحة. لنتعرف كيف يمكن بيع وشراء الموسيقى على tunesociety.com بكل حرية.
Tunesociety is a royalty-free production music library. Production music is used in film and videos and radio shows, TV shows all over the world. We've been in business for about 1 year, and we have about 2,000 songs at this point, but we have new music being uploaded every day by people from all over the world. What we did was we opened it up to musicians everywhere in the world. Anybody can upload their music to Tunesociety, and we act like a consignment store, and we sell their music in non-exclusive, which means they still own their music. They can sell it at 10 other places if they like, but we sell it for them. If I was a musician, I would sign up right here and create a user profile. It's all free. And then I would upload my music right there. And we walk you through that. You upload a file, either a WAV file, an AIF file, or an MP3 file. And then you write in a description of the music. You select the mood of the music, the genre of the music, and give other details for each song that you upload. We have 3 price levels, $29.99, $59.99, and $99.99. And the way it works, when you first upload a song, it comes in at this level, $29.99. After it's sold 25 times, it moves up to the $59.99 level. After it's sold 10 more times, it moves up to the $99 level. If I was a buyer, I'd go to our search engine right here, and I can choose what kind of pricing level I want. I can filter it that way. I can choose instrumental only or instrumental with vocals. I can type in a certain beats per minute if I've got a certain beats per minute song that I'm looking for. And then I can select a music genre, and then I just hit the search, and using those filters and those parameters, we get our results. Once we get the results that you've been looking for, you just hit the play button here, and you can hear the entire song in its entirety. It's a low-res file, so it's not the highest quality file, but it's good enough to hear exactly what the music sounds like and what you're looking for. To buy it, you just put it in your cart right there, add it to your cart, and then you go to checkout, use your credit card, and once you've purchased it, you get an email with a link to download it and download it right to your computer. We have a couple of other features. One is the music box, which if you want to create a folder, let's say you've listened to 10 songs and you really like 3 of them, you can put those 3 songs in a folder called a music box for use later, or you want to send them to your client and say, hey, listen to these 3 songs. I picked them out for our project. So the showcases is a brand new feature that we just added before NAB here. And what it is filmmakers who use our music in their project can upload their finished show their movie, TV show, whatever that is, and show us how they've used our music in these shows. The copyright issue is dealt with in this way. Anybody who uploads a song has to own it totally and has to be their property. So they are agreeing to allow us to sell it. We don't take their copyright away from them. They retain all ownership, all rights to their own music. All we do is sell it. It's Tunesociety.com is where we are.
في الأسبوع الثاني من التغطية الخاصة والحصرية بآيتاك لمعرض NAB 2010 بلاس فيغاس، شاهدنا معا اليوم أتمتة سير العمل التلفزيوني وزيادة الإنتاج، أحدث برامج إدارة المواد الإعلامية، لقاء حصري وخاص مع مخترع ستيديكام جاريت براون، تقنية جديدة تكشف شخصية الفرد من خلال الوجه، شراء وبيع الموسيقى على شبكة الإنترنت، إلى هنا مشاهدي آيتاك عبر قناة الحرة نأتي إلى ختام الأسبوع الثاني على التوالي من التغطية الخاصة والحصرية بآيتاك لمعرض NAB 2010، المعرض المتخصص بالتقنيات الإعلامية المرئية والمسموعة. لضخامة الحدث الأسبوع المقبل سنلتقي أيضا من هنا مع تقارير ولقاءات جديدة. إلى ذلك الحين نتواصل دائما عبر بريدنا الإلكتروني aitak@alhurra.com. يمكن مشاهدة هذه الحلقة وحلقات أخرى من آيتاك في أي وقت على الإنترنت وموقع youtube.com/الحرة. آخر أخبار التقنيات والبرنامج تابعوها دائما من خلال فيسبوك وتويتر على آيتاك شو. شكرا لكم جميعا وإلى اللقاء الأسبوع المقبل من هنا من لاس فيغاس.